Hello. Hey Joseph, how you doing, man? Welcome. We are going to play a bit of Starfield today. There we go. I'm doing good, thank you. Sure that's the... Might as well go do that one while we're here. Yeah, I'm good, dude. Just thought I'd play a bit of Starfield before we do hockey later.
Move along.
Yeah? Now is the time to enhance your life guarantee. I think I got them.
Episode. What a lovely community.
Bedside's a bad place for tourists these days.
What have you been up to today anyway, Joseph?
Take it easy.
What are you looking at? This?
Only the upstairs. Don't bother my customers.
Fine, upstairs. That's gang territory, got it? This. Yeah, used to be people were afraid of the strike. Now the disciples got us penned up in this lousy bar.
Okay.
Andrea.
Fine, fine, fine. This beautiful establishment. Do you have anything else, or are we done with this? Whatever this is. We were one of the big dogs. We could take what we wanted and no one gave us shit. And Briggs? Total class act. Not a psycho like the disciples. Now look at us. See you later.
Hello.
The strikers may be battered, but I mean, the strikers will rob you blind, and if you back us in a corner, you're gonna bleed. But the disciples? Pfft, total nutjob animals. They torture people for kicks. And the only people that kept them from getting out of control? Us. And now we're all but ruined. So you stroll in here and want to meet with Briggs? The nerve. Maybe you should meet with the business end of my shiv, huh, tourist?
No blood in my shop, Andrea. I'm this close to tossing the lot of you out on the street.
Fine, fine already. You're lucky. Only way you see Briggs is if you, want to join the Upside Strikers. You know, I'll just do that. Right now. This ought to be good. Sure, let's go meet the boss.
That was easy.
I wasn't doing anything. Hey, get away from me.
I am not going to...
Sorry, he was rude to me. God, this is why I sometimes love Bethesda games. You can just do random stuff like that. You just reload and then problem solved. You never did it. Hey, how you doing, Ronnie? It's the door, bro.
They don't have places like this.
Thanks for the like, Ronnie.
Strikers look out for one another, right?
Don't mess with the strikers.
You want to join us? We're a gang. You understand that, right? Not some daring adventure bullshit you can brag to your friends about. We steep people that come to us have usually run a... There was a time when we were the only ones that kept those psychos in line, but I'll get to that. Let me tell you about us. What makes the Strikers different is we're family. It's us against every goddamn thing the world can throw at us.
I'm very
If
sorry to
you're
hear
in,
that, Ronnie. You
we'll
have
go
my
through hell
biggest
and back for you.
condolences, dude.
It's been a little too much of that hell going round.
Vogel, not the time. We do everything we can to make sure everyone's got a roof overhead and fish in their belly. I prefer we fleece the marks, not kill them. Better for everyone in the long run. But you do what you gotta do. Not so fast. I gotta get to know you first. What would you bring to the Strikers? Very useful. I like it. Done anything special? Right. So you're... I'm not sure what your game is. You're going up against the Disciples. Everyone in Ebside's been chewed up and ground up by Neon. Some people snap, and snap hard. The Disciples are maniacs, pure and simple. The test is to find out who has been arming those nutjobs with military-grade hardware. We're fully in alignment there. There's a warehouse they use. One of our friends said there's a slate there that has the info we need.
Oh, that's my job. I was going to go in and make them pay.
You want it? Too bad, Vogel. You go in there, and it's a bloodbath. I want someone that can snatch it from them. Ideally with them. Consider this...
I know Briggs said, go quiet, or whatever. I said, take as many as you
I'm up with that, dude. Take him out. So you're doing okay, Ronnie?
I'm zoned out of my mind right now. Let's make this quick. You're mine.
At least, I fought with honor.
Not gonna lie, that was quite easy. My punches really are strong now.
Got a problem?
strikers are upstairs. So we better.
If there's no shame if you just walk away and go back to your pretty little life. So, stealth was a no-go, but... shit. So you're in. Everyone thinks the Ebside strikers are out for the count. But now that we know where the disciples are getting their guns... Trying to score points with the boss. You might want to say hello to the rest of the gang. After you take some deserved R&R, hit up Hatchet for any gear you may need.
Don't break a leg. because it's an audition. Whatever. So you're part of... Don't be too... Definitely. I used to be a trader. Had a top of the line. Then one really epic crash at the Astro Lounge and poof, gone. Woke up in the gutter. I wish I never even heard of Neon. Damn. Yeah. Well, but it can eat you up. I have a few hustles of my own. Plus, haven't had to... Yeah, catch you later.
So you're part of the team? Briggs may be in charge, but know that I'm his second. So stay on my good side, right? Huh. Not going to lie, you've come to us during a shit time. Now we're just hiding behind our mother's scat. Well, everything was pretty fine till a couple years ago. They had their side of town, we had ours. I mean, we'd have misunderstandings, but Briggs always sorted things out. Then one day, the disciples wanted all of Ebside. It's been blood and knives ever since. Serious goddamn military hardware. How can a knife compare to a fully auto Grendel, right? I mean, before then, we gave as good as we got. All of those bastards are armed. And we tried to make a stand. And after the funerals, we hung... Talk later.
Oh, I will see the disciples ended. Huh. So you survived. Andrea thought Briggs wanted you. Andrea does what she has to. Everyone is hard because they have to be. They chew up the weak. You are fun. So the job is, we let the streets know the strikers are back. We have some. Hacking the signs is easy. Getting to them or fighting any disciples there. Briggs said he prefers no blood. But I said, here are 3 locations. Good. Good luck. A lot of the signs are high up. Be careful up there. Yeah.
Oh wait, no. I want to buy back. I need that.
The strikers steal all sorts of things. Not sure why me, although I don't think anyone would take Roger or Andrea. Many don't. You can find corpses anywhere. No one knows. And the lucky ones, they have to... There is no hope here. Always keep your eyes open.
I hope you aren't here to cause any trouble.
Euphorica, blah, blah, blah. This place is where it's
I
at.
need to make like a, you know where to find me.
Hey,
Hey, let's
I'm
go do this.
You want the first guy to try some-
You know I went to chef school.
Hopefully we can disarm a couple of opponents. That's kind of my idea.
Maybe needs another big success to pull itself. What have we here? Decided to drop. There's a steep. Tell you what, you pay the fine. Maybe. I never said I was. You're one of ours. This just got complicated. Fine. Just get.
Yeah, dude. Bloody come after me. I'm part of the UC. Oh, they're not playing, are they?
If I have to eat fish for
I didn't even do anything to you. Ooh, thanks for that update, Outrunny.
Need something? You need to move some merch. Now we're getting. Always happy to take.
No, I've not got anything contraband-wise.
If you find anything else.
Guess not.
Nothing like a velocity after a rush.
You've really kicked the hornet's nest. Good. Andrea's running point on grabbing the gun stash. I need you and Vogel to keep the...
So we're finally doing this?
It's time, Vogel. The gloves are off. Both of you, keep the collateral damage down if you can. But it's do or die. Like the attitude, but don't give Neon security in. You two coordinate whatever you need. I know this is asking a lot. Newell's Goods has some armor. Not mil-spec ranger gear or anything, but better than the cast-off clothes the strikers wear. So if you could, well, spring for some armor upgrades. All the strikers owe any credits it costs. Now's the time for the strikers.
The Epside strikers used to rule the streets.
This is when you get your armor upgrade. Yeah, that definitely could happen. They are really heavily teasing a cash-in at some point.
You don't want to be
Feel like making a purchase today? Oh dear lord. All these gangs are immense. They are. All right. You pay and I don't want anything to do... That's not a discount. You know what? I like you. Fine. I'll get the armor over to Madam... I had to chase more zone heads out of here today. I hope to God helping the strikers do... Much better, thanks for asking. I don't exactly know what you said to Dietrich, but he's certainly turned everything around. He's really stepped up and taken an active role in fighting Neon Security's corruption. He's even organizing the merchants' meetings with me. Best of all, I think we've become good friends. Which is a rare thing to come across in this city, I can tell you that. I'd say the majority of the guards are rotten, and the few who aren't simply take a paycheck and look the other way. They have Neon completely under their control. The Freestar Collective's own security doesn't even maintain a presence here. If it wasn't for the Freestar Rangers outpost, there wouldn't be a shred of justice in this entire city. I arrived in Neon almost, 20 years ago? I had gotten a job at Xenofresh through a friend and started working on the loading docks. After a few years, they moved me up to Kazanbas processing, and that's where I met Rosa for the first time. She was my supervisor, but we hit it off right away. It wasn't long before we decided to quit Xenofresh, get married, and start our own business. We've been in love ever since. Watch your back out there.
We have everything you could use.
Hey, get away from me. I wasn't doing anything. wasn't doing anything.
He sets up the ladder!
Drink this.
You're going into danger. Anything I can get you?
The disciples are gonna pay for all they've done.
Let's actually make... Let's actually make a correct save as well.
Dream
The
of this.
disciples are gonna pay for all they've done. We'll talk later.
Finally. I've been telling him to let his best man loose for weeks. So you better believe it. The plan's simple. We hit the street runners hard in as many points as possible. Then Andrea can waltz into their weapons cache, snag the... Well, Briggs ain't... Here's 3 groups of street rats for you. Me...
So?
Maybe you'd like to try a velocity.
No, I don't. I'm here to kill people.
Try velocity yet? Change your life.
You good?
Yes.
You didn't see anything. Catch my drift.
No missions available. Let's go do this.
Ever run to spacers?
Really, it's just me to go from one side to the other. Oh well. Okay. Not the worst card tonight then.
Back off. Looky here. You're making this. Bring it, Upworld. No limit. I got more with it. Ah!
This. No, I was really looking for you. Okay, I've not annoyed the guards yet. I mean, I'm not shooting, so there's a 95% chance I'm never going to actually, you know, do any damage to anybody. There is no quitting. Once you start shooting me, you will die. You say that as you continue to, you know, shoot me.
You're the strikers, darling. Yeah, we had those blighters all tied up until you came along. The name's Holt, and I'm here to offer you a deal. Good, you're reasonable. The strikers are old news. Positively analog. Credits, yeah? You do the deed. Wheels, just so you know. So make your way to...
I'm sorry, but I want to credits up front. Credits up front! Okay, what's the next level of this? Oh, I think less damage. That's what we like.
Welcome to Chance.
Ah, there are all dead ones of these guys around.
We got the guns, new fish.
And that's thanks to me and my new best mate. Hey, same here. Everything's going according.
Good. Now we hit them where... Not going to lie. Taking it is going to be hard. What's the play? Go in guns... You'll be drawing a lot of heat, but if you think you can handle... You heard the plan.
I look like I can just betray him right there. You're not exactly difficult to defeat. Especially now I take even less damage from your attacks. I mean, you were talking about these guys being difficult, guys? Like, come on, bruh.
Playtime is over. Downstairs, now.
No, do I have to go back in? No, yes.
You think Neon Security wouldn't know about what's going
Hey
down?
RJ, how you doing?
Please. Looks like you've done a bit of violence. Word is, all this is due to you. Why are you messing around with my streets, huh? As I can see. So here's what's going to happen. Gang violence gets too noisy. That hurts the bottom line around here. No one affects the bottom line.
Tell that to the disciples.
No. I want you to, Mr. Briggs. The disciples have been pissing me off for far too long. So, your gang throws off sewer rat blue and starts wearing neon security black. Or, you can be found face down in the streets. And you say your goodbyes. Briggs is a smart lad. He'll make the right choice. Setting street rat against street rat is pretty... Don't take too long. Time to onboard.
Yeah, bro.
Good you're here.
Is this for real?
They want me to be a cop.
Shit. We could get a real pad.
After all we've done, Neon Security seriously will let that go?
I don't see why not. Do you really think anyone cares who stabs who in Ebside? What's your take? We've been struggling just to feed ourselves. Anyone object to going for the deal? This is your chance. No one? Good. Really good. I'll give Owen the news. I can't say I was expecting this. Whatever. With resources and backup, the streets... It looks like the strikers are returning.
Finally, I can leave this garbage dump.
You guys did this? It's almost impressive. Almost.
Us? You mean me?
You got...
Bro, you mean I did this. Do not start giving my credit to these guys who did nothing. I just wanted the 10,000 credit. I don't care if you set them on fire or not. Trade authority by master.
Yeah? What? Then here I thought you were... Done here? Time to move on.
No, like I know what you're doing, dude. Keeler City. Actually, no, I do need to arm my ship. captain's locker has everything it needs in it.
Sorry, word to the wise. Avoid the stretch.
You'll have a tech free?
That's not a problem. And you're screening for the new reactor? It's still under manufacture. You should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple landings. They'll cause plenty of havoc if left unchecked. Looks to me like you've already... Okay, no problem. I'm sure you can find something you like.
Yes. Can I get an invoice?
What'd you need one of those for?
Corporate policy.
Is it okay if I just write it on a notepad?
As long as it's written and signed, it could be on a loaf of bread. It's pretty dangerous out in space these days.
Thank you for that wise and powerful information there.
I get called on one more drop of this.
I don't think we're gonna join the Freestyle Rangers, because why not? For this. At some point we might actually bother to even do the Terrormorph I put in the title. Maybe.
So Lot 37.
Nice to meet you. I'm Mr. Tate, and you, welcome to Aquila City. If so, no, certainly not. And these properties, in the heart of the Freestar Collective, I have 2 properties for sale. I also have a more modest... Any interest in them? It's my favorite listing I took great pains. It's historic. I can't say I'm sorry, but you do take care. The building there needs work. I'm the best realtor. Wait. My instinct says you're a person who knows how to work. Are you? Excellent. There are so many in the stretch, living in terror. The Low House and I are working together to make cheap of... But the land we want to build on has heart. And it truly... Once you clear the land, we'll be one step...
Any paperwork we need to file to clear it out? Is it zoned for commercial use?
So we're gonna have a house, Mom?
When construction begins.
A for real house, like the ones in the core?
It's not going to be a manor house, but 4 walls, a roof, floor.
Audrey moving with us?
That's not really giving me away
With 4 houses, so
to
we'll have
eliminate that.
This is so cool!
Yeah, it's not doing anything.
Living in the stretch ain't that bad. Plenty of kids to play with.
Yeah, it's literally not doing anything.
Holy shit!
I used to be an actuary. Now look at me. Hopefully, you're not some UC drone. Hmm? Everything good? We're here to help.
Okay, so apparently I need to go to Venus. I have no idea why Venus, but apparently I need to go to Venus and wait 10 hours.
It's always good to see a friend.
Holy sugar, that's... Okay, that is a very good place to skip time. Now let's go back to Aquila City and see if we can continue our quest. Oh god, I hope not, dude. I will be annoyed. Shit in hell, it worked. Holy sugar. I don't know how it worked, but it worked. I could do. Okay, let's get rid of the cutter because we don't use weapons. But there you go. Going to Venus fixed it, and I have no idea how that worked, but it fixed the glitch that stopped me from actually being able to do this quest. So, thank you, Internet, for helping me get a quest done.
If you are ever looking to buy property, marvelous. Once, I know it's not much.
Seriously, I've been away for hours upon hours upon hours.
This is the Earth colony ship Constant. Oh, yeah, I heard of everything's good so far. That'd be great. Hope.
No, still not doing anything. I think we should take the Terrormorph down on here, and then I think I'm going to go on to the more interesting quest. Right, back in 1 second. Wow.
Captain, over here.
Lord Captain to you.
The workup's in the cabinet's hands. They said, but listen, I know I should have been. So, in the interest of
My relationship with the UC. It's more complicated. I am a clone of a man named Francois Sanon, one-time fleet admiral of the UC during the Colony War, former head of the UC Navy. They called him Brave the First. Woe to the defeated, in Old Earth Latin. A title he earned. The program I was a part of, it was the UC's attempt to create a new generation of military minds from one of their most respected tacticians. Secure the leadership of the UC military for generations to come. I'm getting there. The man I was cloned from, my father, was executed for acts he committed during the war. The man caused a lot of death on both sides. Freestar Collective and UC. Military and civilians. And the things he did, well, they're a part of the reason the UC and Freestar Collective aren't really on great terms to this day. So my involvement, it could be another obstacle they throw at us up there. I just wanted you to be forewarned. I really appreciate you saying that. I just thought you deserved to know, considering how much you've done already. You know, while we've got a second, was there anything else we needed to... Or if you've got any... No telling how long the cab... Then I guess it's just a...
The cabinet meeting is about to begin. All parties, please proceed to the cabinet chambers.
Captain, crossed paths with Hadrian Sanon earlier. Said you've been invaluable to her. Keep it up. Was there something you needed? Me? 6, 7 years now? Was a recon squad commander in a former life. So it wasn't too big a jump bossing around foreign pilots instead. But Vanguard's been a quality assignment. Meet new people, judge them on a series of...
So?
Ah, welcome. You must be the captain Hadrian mentioned in her report. You have our thanks for the risks you faced in securing this information.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Yes, well, precisely how... So now, we have 2 petitioners here making access to the UC Xeno Warfare Team's Terrormorph data. Currently housed a request which will require not just this body's agreement, but that of all 3 armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, Captain, we've all read Hadrian's report on the subject, but we have yet to hear from you. Perhaps you could summarize for the Cabinet what it is you see as the goal of this endeavor.
That's quite the leap, Captain. Madam President, I object to the very premise of this meeting. While no one would argue that what happened on Tau Ceti was anything less than a tragedy, Terrormorph attacks are not some sudden new threat on the horizon. They've been happening for generations. To demand we hand over banned archival knowledge and possibly upset the balance of galactic diplomacy because of a single attack seems at best panic. And at worst, a power grab by the daughter.
I would remind the chief diplomat who he's speaking to. If it's my father you're looking to address, you're welcome to consult a medium. I would also ask how many deaths the cabinet requires to act. 50? 50,000? Because if tragedies like Tau Ceti are just prelude to more attacks, I have no doubt you'll get the body count you require.
Let's keep this civil, shall we? And while there should be no doubt, the preservation of life stands paramount among this body's duties. Chief Yassine has a point. Will a single attack, however troubling, be sufficient to convince the other factions to grant us access to what they no doubt consider weapon data? I don't think it's enough. Perhaps you can help, Captain. As the one who actually collected this.
That is worth considering. This attack took place on an almost completely uninhabited world. The casualties were minimal as a result. But if there's another attack, will we be so lucky?
Yes, a fine point, Admiral.
Yes. Listen to
So,
Admiral.
Captain, given the discussion now and the information you've been privy to thus far, if you were in our position, would you grant the request made to open the archives?
I'm inclined to agree.
As am I.
I suppose that does get to the heart of the point, doesn't it? Very well. I consent. The galaxy was lucky you were here today, Captain.
You and I are in agreement, Chief Diplomat. So, if there are no other objections, I believe we can agree to give our full backing to make the request to... What was that?
Oh, come on, I made them agree.
Chief Sarkin, what's happening?
There's been an attack at the spaceport. The Terrormorphs.
Terrormorphs. More attacks. Just as predicted.
Good God. There must be another explanation. The creatures evaded our scanners somehow.
Are they, Nathan?
There will be plenty of time for conjecture later.
I can't say I've seen it. From what I've seen on the internet, though, they look alright on Spider-Man. Hey, Bork, how you doing?
The last thing we need is a citywide panic.
Yes, ma'am.
Admiral Logan, the local barracks can provide support.
I'll make the order myself. Nearest anti-Xeno squad, though, is off-world. Going to take a while to bring them in.
Well then, we'll have to make do with the tools we've got. You two, we can't risk those things getting out of the spaceport. I want you both on the next train there. We'll let them know you're coming, and that you've dealt with these things before. Now go show them how it's done.
We're on it, ma'am. Captain, I'm right behind you. Let's get down there.
Let's go, 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 go. How's your day going, Bork?
You! The EM rifle, grab it!
That's it.
Now!
Now hit him with everything you've got.
Trying to help you!
Lights out on that one.
Nice. I get that, Nathan. I understand if you don't. I like Starfield. It's fun for what it is.
Thank you for what you did. We didn't want to hurt them.
The way those people were acting. I've seen this before.
I don't know. We tried to restrain them, get them on the train to get them out of harm's way, but some of the other officers down there, we couldn't restrain them fast.
Pheromonic projection. Some terrormorphs, they can induce this fog. It affects everyone differently, but some people just lose control, turn against everyone around them, even if they don't want to. They're like a puppet. You kill the morph, you break the hold. But this means we're gonna need to be real careful with our fire. and keep that EM weapon at the ready. Let's do it.
That's unlocked. Please.
What do you see winning Game of the Year then, Nathan? I can't really think of much games better than Starfield that's released this year.
What is it? An evacuation order has been issued for the spaceport district. All citizens are required to proceed to the nearest shelter.
It's here! It's here! You might back up. Don't just stand there. Good!
Wicked, I can ragdoll the Terrormorph. That makes this easier. Personally, I wouldn't say Resident Evil 4. It was alright, but definitely not Game of the Year. Spider-Man 2, maybe I'd have to play it. Maybe Baldur's Gate 3. I've heard some really good things about that game. Gosh, you can do like no damage to me. No shit, I'm literally punching it in its face. What more do you want?
Wait, officer? Are you and this woman experts? Take whatever we can get right now. We've got the remaining creatures locked down on the landing pad. We're barely holding our perimeter. They said you've done this before. Well, one fire team to spare and whatever supplies you need, but I can't risk them taking over any more of my men. Put those things down and do it fast. We'll hold them as best we can. I'm not sure how many are left. Be careful.
Heard you might be looking for some backup.
You two have any experience with Terrormorphs before?
Only the brief they just gave on the way here. But we know how to handle pressure.
Surviving a full-on mental assault isn't the same as keeping your cool.
We're not UC security. You don't need to worry about us. Roger that. We're on you.
figure out next at some point.
Oh, hi. Oh, hi.
All sides! They're all around us! Fall back! Fall back!
Here they come along the path to end their living days in rest. No! Over here. Please. You have to help me.
Back in a sec. Got one more Terrormorphs to take out.
Beat it. It's too strong. Give up now.
Why did you click on this video then if you don't want to watch it? Seems like a you problem, dude.
All wrapped up. We should go tell the sergeant what happened.
Thank the heavens you're back in one piece. I guess our people weren't so lucky.
The few protecting the many.
And it would have been plenty more if it hadn't been for the two of you. The city owes you both a debt after this.
We were just in the right place at the right time. Captain, we should report back to the President. Let her know the Terrormorphs. Take care of yourself, Sergeant.
Attention. The spaceport has been secured.
In the middle of something here. Not now, okay?
Exiting our homes. That is all.
Am I going to be alright? Please, just leave me alone. You anti-Xeno squad? Well, you should be.
You're not the doctor.
It moves so fast.
Sweet.
How the hell do Terrormorphs get...
That's a relief to hear. Thank you, gentlemen. Let your people... Captain? Hadrian? It would appear that the Cabinet owes you our thanks for what you did for the city today. As well as an apology. Your concerns about the Terrormorphs will
You
consider
already
them
agreed to give us
validated.
some research anyway.
Thank you, ma'am.
Of course. Now, you will have our full support in collecting the Terrormorph data from the archives, as well as a subsequent investigation into the nature. But to accomplish those goals, as such, the Cabinet has authorized me to reinstate you, Hadrian. As soon as we've got the data in hand, we want you investigating these attacks and...
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I'd be honored.
Excellent. But as you've both made clear, for such an investigation to succeed first, we're going to need someone who knows precisely the sorts of dangers the colony... The Cabinet wants you, We do. In exchange, we're willing to fast-track your citizenship upon collection of the data. So, I'm glad to hear it. Now, we, of course, won't be sending Deputy McIntyre in the Office of Interstellar. You should be able to find her in our... And on behalf of the whole of the unit...
You've got the cabinet. Full backing to prevent more attacks.
I'm gonna go check in with Chief Engineer Kulkarni.
These orders... A Vanguard captain. You... Yes, sir. I'll make sure they get what they require. That must make you my Vanguard captain. Welcome to... I heard you were instrumental in protecting... I was also informed that you gave quite the presentation. Chief Yassine wants you to know the Interstellar Affairs Office is... We're going to do everything. And that means first getting you into the... Someone? Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire emergency, and requires a one-time use code from each of UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, the UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to get them both, and you'll have your... I couldn't agree more. Both ambassadors have reasons they won't... Now, I'll provide guidance on how we... And I do mean cooperate. Threats and violence are off the table here. Though that doesn't mean we... But it does mean we need to get you up to speed. Who do you want to start with? The good Ambassador Rep. Now, officially, our office is suggesting you try and negotiate. Use your experiences as a member of... And who knows? But my suspicion... Certainly. UC Intelligence has a recording device planted, but getting caught trespassing. So, if you... Now, we recover, but there's also a All right. And take these. Chief is... Ambassador Balmore. When the rest of House Varun retreated, he's since lent his support to a small number of archival requests. So there's... Though claiming to know how a member of House Varun thinks is a quick way to earn. It does. We're not 100% sure Balmore's actually still alive. His public appearances were always rare. But scans of the facility show... Your task is to find him. I have no doubt. Now, the embassy... Here. And fair warning. Now, if... I'd suggest you start with Ambassador Radcliffe. Be smart out there, Cap.
Yes?
Let's do this.
By the way, Captain, Sergeant Yumi was looking for you. Sounds like he's got more work.
Of course he does.
This space is a memorial to those lost during the Colony War. Your consideration is requested.
You our visitor? You'll find the ambassador in her office.
going for?
Sound.
Visitors are only allowed out in the lobby, offices, or Terrormorphs, as in more than one? All that security and they still can't protect their own spaceport. The UC never fails to disappoint. I just wish I hadn't received the news from an SSNN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Excuse me. Are you supposed to be in here?
Official business? Talk to the ambassador.
I'm sorry. Ah, you're the one McIntyre called about. The eyewitness. You have my thanks for what you did down there. Now, she also mentioned that now the UC wants Terrormorph data from the Armistice archives. Some of the most highly... I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they didn't send you, local hero, to futilely beg on their behalf. I was afraid of that. Let me be frank, Captain. The answer is, I will not be the one... You're really gonna push this? I'm listening. I stepped... Preventing more death. It's a job I take. Captain, I'm sorry.
Annoying, and I have to reload because the bloody persuasion doesn't work out.
Visitors are only allowed in the lobby. Terrormorphs, as in more than one? All that security and they
This
still
building
can't
is
protect their own
Freestar
space
territory.
The UC never fails to disappoint them all. I just wish I hadn't received the news from an SSNN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Excuse me. Are you supposed to be in here? I'm sorry. Ah, you're the one. You have my thing. Now, now the use... I can only presume. Let me be frank. I will not be... You're really gonna push... Did I not make myself... I'm listening. Oh, yeah. Responsible governance. No one does, Captain. That's all the use... Did I not make myself abundant? I'm listening. Londonian. Oh, I understand. Oh, yes.
Basically just load until it works. Welcome to Bethesda, everyone.
Captain, I'm sorry, but did I not make myself abundant? I'm listening. Please don't talk to me like I'm... Less than a generation. No one does, Captain. Oh, yes. Did I not make myself... I'm listening. It's possible. I'm sorry. And the archival monitors can ensure that's all you take. Huh. That would... Well, Captain, you... But if I'm really granting you access, I'm gonna need the following concessions. Your access will be limited. We will be ensuring the monitors only permit you access to items related to stopping these Terrormorphs. You go in once, you get everything you need on your trip, and never again. And all research done with the data will be monitored. If this data is being used to save the galaxy, Freestar scientists will watch your people like. So, do we have an agreement? Excellent. Follow.
Guests can make themselves comfortable in the lobby.
What the hell?
I want to see what's in her magical closet. Oh, it's just a house. Well, quite a swanky house, to be fair. Credits, med pack.
Take him down!
I just wanted to see what was in here. It really wasn't worth the effort of destroying her for.
Guests can make themselves comfortable in the lobby.
They tell me it should only take a moment. And there. It's not supposed to be a long process. It is for emergencies, after all. Here, I'll reach out to Deputy McIntyre. We'll coordinate the necessary oversights. Two unlikely allies, I guess.
Captain, apologies. Something I need to attend to.
thought I just activated myself to be on the friends info list. Apparently that's not how it works. Bloody robots. Where did the pissing dog? Apparently the dog went all the way upstairs. Like, bruh. Just had one robot left to destroy, because it couldn't be bothered to stay downstairs. Yeah, how about I go and actually approach the stranger now, so having to run around and kill 4,000 robots?
So, what seems punishment becomes providence. A reminder we can never truly know the great circle.
Error. Biometric key required.
Not the ideal introduction, I suppose, giving you a... I suspect the Venom tree upstairs has worked itself into more systems than I'd realize. Tell me, though, what is it like outside? Is the rest of the city Is that right, huh? Now, it cannot solely be the Serpent's Grace that brought you here. You were sent by the UC, and the broadcast spoke of Terrormorphs. A worrying occurrence, certainly, but coming here of all places, when all... an archive code. So, the UC requires information. The preservation of life stands as the very purpose of the archives. But, if I am to grant you... For years, House Varun has been known only as an agent of slaughter. In exchange for my code, I require this. The knowledge you ask for isn't evil. No knowledge is. Well then, I shall not... Please. Let's hope it still works. And there. Let it be used for good.
Yeah, I kind of want to leave now, dude. No offense to your quote-unquote home, but it tried to murder me 7 times. So, as much as I think you have a nice home, I don't want to leave it. What do you mean? I'm not in combat.
record? What response?
I'm told by top officials the cabinet already has the plan in place to open. I saw the smoke from the SSNN building. I thought it was just a fuel tank rupture or something. I see. Well, thank you for taking the time.
Hey, publish what I said, alright? Something needs to be done.
Oh, I'm as concerned as you. That man just echoed sentiment I've heard all over town. The cabinet needs this attack has people really. I saw the smoke. This attack, that man, this attack has people really spooked.
How
And
am
who
I
could
supposed to
blame
live
them?
my life knowing Terrormorphs could descend on the city at any moment?
Same way you do now.
I asked my boss what they're doing to stop new alien attacks on the city. He said top minds were on it. Sure hope they know what they're doing.
Yes? What?
Captain, you're back sooner. Oh, wait. Did you actually? So the old man was still lurking around in there. And now, I've already arranged everything. When you get down there, the UC monitor will give you instructions on how to deploy the codes. Here, the UC code piece and an archival access card. The entrance is just on the absolute best behavior down there, all right?
Oh, look at me, I'm the chairwoman.
Ah, Captain. Congratulations on joining the race.
Hey, how you doing, full man?
Captain, we've been expecting you. Please approach the monitoring station and we will go over the rules. Welcome, Captain, to the archives. To proceed, you will need to deposit your codes into the 3 corresponding receptacles. Once they are verified, I will open the door. Your data resides in Unit 18. You will not be able to access any of the other units.
I'm doing well, thank you.
Your data, return to the entrance. You may insert the first of the archival codes when you're ready to begin. You may proceed, Captain.
Yes. Ooh, sorry to hear that you might lose power. Hopefully you don't. If you do, then I will see you the next day.
Keeping the skies safe out there?
Oh, Jesus, dude.
Always good to see another badge.
There you are. Captain. Deputy told me what went down. Impressive work.
Captain, if you'd be willing to transfer the documents to the Major, she and I have been discussing what comes next.
Time for us to start getting some real answers. And so whenever you're ready. Yes. It will be. Percival and I have done our damage. So with the data out of the way, we've been discussing where exactly this work's getting done. The Red Devil's headquarters on Mars, back where you found Percival, seemed the natural spot. Already has the Though it sounded like the deputy had a few more things.
Indeed. The most...
Then I guess we'll see you on...
Captain, if you'll follow me. Follow me.
Look how confused she is because she can't go the way she was meant to be programmed. She's gonna murder me, isn't she?
All right, Captain. Are you ready to become a citizen? Good. This isn't the only item we need to discuss, so I'll give you the short... Please raise your hand. Captain, through your actions today and in days past, you have earned your... through service, bravery, strength, and upholding of the mutual good. Will you carry and cultivate these values? Then, Captain, I'm pleased to welcome you into the United Colonies as a full citizen. Here, your official ID and your citizenship dispensation. We've also let the Aphelion Realty office out in the plaza know you're approved to purchase property. Now, the other item we needed. There's a member of the UC who's asked to speak to you, but normally, we wouldn't even consider something like this, but we think this person has information, and they've stated they'll only share it with you. So I need your agreement that everything you're about to see is kept in the Let's hope it never comes to... Head to the elevator. You're going to subsection 7. I'll make sure you're cleared for access by the time you get there.
I'm on top of the world! I really didn't mean to do that! Like, bruh! really did not need to fall down there. Why am I over in combat?
What?
Yeah.
Greetings, citizen. Welcome to the UC.
Logging authorized entry. Unsealing access. You may proceed down the corridor.
Welcome, Captain. Please, come down and approach the intercom. You and I should chat. President Abeyo was kind enough to give me a few files to peruse. Quite the scene. But now you face a foe unlike it, which is why I hoped we... Perceptive. I'm friends, what most know me as. I was an admiral during the Colony War. One of its great villains, if you believe the slates. I was to be executed for my crimes. But the previous regime deemed me too valuable to simply discard. So they put me here. A sacrifice on the altar of peace. Even my death served the colonies. One final act of rebellion by the leadership that lost the colony war. The trial was authentic. I faced tribunal with dignity, but my execution, staged. A lethal injection that was anything but. The cabinet at the time, long gone now, wished to keep me on as an advisor. And considering the other option, I was in no place to refuse. So I elected to trade my freedom for my continued existence. But such is the life of a soldier. I want to help you, and my progeny Hadrian, prevent more. Though I am... Has she shared with you the did she? So will... Our relationship has always... The Major was born to become a great leader, carry on the legacy I established, and was given all the finest training to support it. And she excelled. But the universe cut all that short. Now, though, it's placed even more crucial work in front of the two of you. And I think I have a part to play in helping you accomplish what you've set out to do. After some long years earning the trust of this current regime, the UC has been permitting me to work alongside one of their recovery teams, helping them gather intelligence on, locate, with quite a few successes I might add, the names and locations of Hadrian and Percival's old research. I'll tell you where they are. There is a former colleague of mine. Like myself and Hadrian, he was involved in some of the If it dealt... When the colony war ended, he fled, refusing to face tribune. But I finally found him. I'm not expecting... Bring me evidence that the job's done. Good. According to my information, he's been hiding around the world of Etheria. Well, there's a star station in the vicinity. The Den. The head of...
Oh, Jesus.
This is UC Space. You are cleared to dock with the Den.
Go!
I'm glad to see you looking... Huh? Sorry, I was lost in thought. Yes, that's all right. I'm an open book. Ask... I call myself an experimental theologian. I have a particular interest in the relation... My beliefs... A bit of a mouthful. I had a feeling you might. I get the impression you... Nowhere you've heard of. My mothers were listers. They raised me on a small planet in the Narian system. We called it Avalon. Remembering them always makes me smile. Their names were Brenda and Lynette, and they were travelers like me. They met by chance at the Deimos Star Yard and fell in love at first sight. They abandoned their career short after they'd established a homestead on Avalon. I have, and I'm grateful for it. I'll have more than enough. I'd be happy to. Avalon holds a very special... My mother's thought it resembled the mythology. It certainly looked the part. Growing up there felt like... No, I'm afraid that's impossible. The legends say you need a fairy to guide you there, and I never... In all seriousness, I promised my mothers that I'd keep Avalon's location a secret. It was our special place. They didn't want to... I left to begin my studies. Leaving was a difficult... Thank you, Captain. Whether I find what I'm looking for or not, I'll keep you in my thoughts.
Was there? If there's anything I can do for you, please. Certainly. Good to see you. I hope we have what you need.
If you're ever in New Atlantis, mind putting in a good word for me? I don't think my messages to SSNN are getting through. I really did think this place... Goodbye, then.
People joke, say those Varun zealots worship a snake.
Looking to lodge a complaint? Then you want UC security, not the Vanguard.
They call it the Great Serpent. Is it real? I'll find.
Oh, apologies, Captain. So, Orlaise doesn't... Suit yourself. Well, but... there has been a rumor about a ship floating out around Etheria. They call it the War... Maybe this Orlaise of yours is the one piloting it. That part of Etheria's sky is an old debris field. Plenty dangerous. More... Sure thing. Here. This should... Go get your man.
Did you want to discuss something?
Nope. That was fun.
Sorry, can't talk.
Another day, another credit. Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Like I said before. Really? That's... Take care of yourself.
My favorite. And we can afford it. Mercury.
I think I'm in the wrong side.
Feel free to grab anything. Oh, one of your old classmates, their father. I missed you so much, darling.
You came. You eating well out there? It's easy. Well, you remember Grandpa. Last time you were there, you must have been some of the best. Service with a grunt and a glare. He always... Your grandfather taught me. He didn't want me to go to uni. But when he got on in the years, his meatloaf... No, I don't know if anything I taught you about cooking stuck, but you gotta promise not to share Grandpa's meatloaf. I swear Dad's ghost would come back and strike me dead if you did that. See that you... Any meat will do. Sorry, a bit of a moment. Planning a proper... I've been promising... Your mother's been... But... It's good to have you home.
Sweet. Screw a stretch.
You will be scanned as you enter the city.
Wait up! Fancy seeing you. I was hoping to run into you eventually. I've got something for... I'll give you 3. I mean, if you really want. Here. I know... Oh, no problem. Anyway, since you have a ship, would you be able to deliver a... I knew I could count on you. Let me just add a few more details. Thanks.
Hello,
and welcome to Terra Brew. Certainly, please.
That's my favourite NPC. Yeah, maybe we have to wait till morning. Yeah, I imagine now we've got a bustling.
I have a feeling today's going nice. I have to keep my energy. Here, take this. Thanks again. I can't complain. My boss told me yesterday that I'm one of the best. See you around.
Back, Captain. So he didn't come quietly then. Excellent. Please.
Transfer accepted.
Would you look at that? Kept it all these years. Some simply couldn't let go of that old world. This is fine work, Captain. I can ensure the remaining team members find their way to the Red Devil's head. That one you'll need to collect yourself. His name is Kaiser. You can find him on the Freestar world of Nira. The area was ground zero for xeno-weapon deployments during the war. And I think you'll want to check in with Hadrian and Dr. Walker before paying it a visit. Kaiser will like... Of course.
Okay. Next thing we're going to do is we're not going to continue that. We're going to... Yeah, we're going to do that one because the sister needs the letter.
Hey there. We were so close to finding our new home.
Now that we know there are other people out there.
Boy, am I glad you weren't some sort of alien or something.
We were never trained to address threats coming from outside our ship.
And to think, all this time we thought we were alone.
Whew! I don't know how I'm gonna do it. This would be so much easier for someone with a connection to the outside universe. Hey, you! Of course. Who would? Good, good. You.
I'm worried about Janet. What if someone can help her?
Just stay out.
Wow, I've heard about you, but here you are.
I've lived my entire life in a constant.
I heard you came from outside the ship. I bet it was
I was just thinking of all the knowledge we could... Oh my gosh, really? Well, let's see what she has to... Oh, that's wonderful! I'm so happy for her. I'll have to find a way to go see. Thank you so much for bringing that to me. Well, I was worried about her. None of us have ever left our people before for obvious reasons, but... While I still can't leave, I'm hopeful she'll come visit me. I'm sure we'll continue to send messages back and forth.
Okay, Ronnie.
So we can stay in touch. Knowing how miserable she was with our situation, this was the right decision for her. Goodbye. I trust Captain Breckenridge to make the right decisions for us. Another time, then?
I'm glad you're not an alien, but that would have been so cool.
You're less weird than I thought you would be.
Just because our equipment's old? Sure is nice. I wonder what else is out there.
There's so much more to learn about now.
I really just want to leave this ship. back in a couple. I just need to do a little bit of a stretch.
It's good day, Captain. Yes, you can ask me. That's kind of you, Captain. I'd be happy to. Avalon holds a very special place in my heart. It's a beautiful place that's covered in lakes and almost all... My mother's thought it resembled the mythological kingdom of Avalon from the Arthurian legends. It certainly looked the part. No, I'm afraid that's impossible. In all seriousness, I promised my mothers that I'd keep Avalon's... Nowhere you've heard of. My mothers were listers. They raised me on a... Give the stars my best.
System.
Collective. Please maintain your current course while we scan your ship. You're good to go. Have a nice time in Aquila City.
I want to be a 3-star ranger because punch.
Hi, how you doing?
And you're breathing? Back to normal yet?
Mostly. Still feels a little weird, though. Guess I'm not used to having the tube out. But it's nothing that would keep...
Let's have a look at. Good news is I can treat you, but all right, you. Here's what I've got. Overall, not too bad. Mainly, it's the real work is when. Enjoy Aquila City, and for God's sake, be careful.
Well, hey there. Right now, no. Meanwhile, I've been trying. That way, when I'm clear. Hiya. Got into a tussle with a Shaw Gang smuggling ship in Kodos orbit. Had to limp back to Aquila City. It was a bit of a hard landing, you might say. Turns out, one of those ribs punctured. Had a breathing tube in for a spell, but that's gone. Yeah, of course. Got into a tussle with, had a limp back. It was a bit of a, turns out, had a breathing. Last I saw, it was on fire and doing a swamp. I appreciate you saying so. Truth is, but here I am. That's it then?
Tried to rob the place in broad daylight.
It's Rangers. Might be hard work, but it sure beats living under the
Don't be causing trouble now.
This here's the best bar in town. Safest, too. How can I help? You won't find a better selection of brews and beverages anywhere in the Freestar. Have a look. What I've got's better than any swill. Ah, it's not mine. Yeah, I guess technically the city owns it, but it's really the Freestar. But yeah, I'm happy to work here. Well, you know where to find me.
Good to see famous people visit Aquila.
Late one night, Annie Wilcox tried to arrest me for
Welcome
public
to the Rock,
indecency.
I guess. Well, if you're asking me, I'm a senior ranger. I coordinate. If you've ever seen the mission, it's restricted to just about the hardest way, but Rangers caught me. So I took. Initially, all I could do was lament my fortune, but I served my sentence. So I realized. So after a parole, haven't looked back since. Yours.
Need something? You got some business with me? Oh, well, if the Marshal sent you to me, that means he's looking to recruit you. Just so you know what you're getting into, I'll explain. Well, The Freestar Rangers ensure the safety and security of the Freestar Collective and its people. We might hunt down a fugitive, break up a smuggling operation, investigate a starship theft, or put some whatever needs doing to keep... Like most things that are worth doing, it ain't always easy. But, do I think we make the Freestar Collective a little safer for everyone? Yeah, I do. I imagine you've got some questions. Okay then. A word about myself. I'm in charge of making sure anyone that wants to be a Freestar. That being said, the Marshal wouldn't send you here. So, what's it gonna be? Before I hand you a badge, you helped out with the hostage situation. Tell you what, use the mission terminal and take one of them. Come back alive? Then I suggest you get going.
Well, hey there.
Your choice, Ronnie. Do whatever you need to do, man.
Gonna take you apart. Oh, no.
Universo, you're not that tough, guys. See you. You really got this. You're seriously going to attempt to outbox me? That's never going to work for you, is it? I can't make it worth my effort coming all the way out here. What do you mean enemies nearby? Sure, I wiped everybody out. Oh, this is a desolate wasteland. Hey, can I fast travel now? Because there's going to be nothing next to me. There's no enemies.
Got a freighter coming soon. No time to talk.
I'll say right. I want to do your business quick. The Rangers. Take a gander. Take a look around. Well, all kinds of things.
My mother wanted me to be a doctor.
can patch you up. Or if you need supplies, I've got those as well. You get in a scrape, best... All right. I'll shoot straight here. You're a... Hold still now. I won't lie. This is gonna hurt like hell. Okay, you're done. Now get out. Sure. Enjoy Aquila City. And for God's sake, be careful.
You're probably looking for Mary.
The doctor can provide any supplies you might need. Sorry, but I've got work.
Just let me drink in peace.
Oh, you're back.
The guy who's been dead for more than 100 years.
Good.
Come on, Alex.
You did what I asked. Follow me.
Besides, you knew that going in. You need to find some common ground. Show an interest in the things she's passionate about. Read some slates. Ask her some questions.
We're headquartered in the upper floor. We also have remote stations throughout Freestar Collective space. Helps us to identify and respond to threats more quickly. There are less than a dozen rangers in all. We operate resources. Thankfully, most people respect us and are willing to cooperate. In this job, your eyes, ears, and wits are every bit as important as your men.
If you're looking for the Rangers, check the upper levels or the canteen.
Marshall.
Emma. I take it you're here because you're satisfied that our new recruit can handle the job.
Seems capable enough, and we could use the help.
All right, then. Step forward, recruit. Let me have a word with you. I've got just one question. Do you pledge to defend the people of the free... Good. Here, take these. I'm assigning you to Ranger Wilcox for some field training. Welcome.
Wish we could throw you a welcome party, but we got word from a farmer. She says someone's trying to take her farm, and she's afraid. Just a name. McKay. There have been wagoners on Montera Luna for a long time. Well, most things do at the start. That being said, grab any supply.
Pay attention to what Ranger Wilcox tells you.
Anyway guys, I'm going to just head off for a little bit before the hockey. I do hope you've enjoyed this gaming stream. If you have, make sure you've liked it, shared and subscribed. And until next time guys, enjoy this video.